Daddy born poor, mama was too. Walking through the snow, plastic bags on their shoes. Papa selling houses, sleeping in a car. 4 babies in the backseat, underneath the stars. Well, hey, hey, just work a little harder. Hey, hey, punching that clock with work and prayer and a little bit of luck. Make so much money, need a 10-ton truck. Ha, 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 ha.
Howdy, everyone. Paul McMann here with Forex Smart Trade. Sorry for the glitches there with the sound. It is Monday, January 22nd, 2024. I'm here at Forex Smart Trade. Our mission is to guide you to becoming a successful currency trader and kind of changing the financial trajectory of your life. We have some proprietary trading indicators that are simple to use but highly accurate. They've been around a quarter of a century. We've been teaching people how to use them for 15 plus years. I've been using them for 4 plus years, and my decision to learn to trade with these has been amongst the best in my life. And today what I want to do is show you one of our trading signals. Actually, I'm going to show you a couple different trading signals. We're going to do 2 different trades here. One is kind of my normal during the day trade, and one is my overnight trade. So with that, let's get started. We need to listen to this guy, and then we'll go ahead and do our analysis.
Due to federal and state regulations, we are providing the following disclosure. Please stay tuned, as this will take less than a minute. Foreign exchange, futures, and cryptocurrency trading are highly risky, and you can lose all the money you invest should you decide to engage in live trading. We are not responsible for your investment, trading, or tax decisions. We are not licensed financial advisors, traders, accountants, stockbrokers, or attorneys. We are not licensed commodities brokers and do not engage in or facilitate commodities transactions. We are not an introducing broker, and we make no recommendation as to where you should invest or what broker you should trade with. As you apply what you learn, we recommend you seek advice from licensed professionals. Any trade results that we show should not be considered typical of our students. We do not and cannot track the results or performance of our students' private trading accounts. We do not know what a typical or average student earns or loses trading. This is not a get-rich-quick program, guaranteed system, or business opportunity. We sell training and trading tools. We make no promises our training or tools will generate future income for students, and you may not make your investment back, including your investment in this training. Any redistribution or recording of this material is strictly prohibited without advance written permission.
One of the great things about the program is we consider one of our secret ingredients is our continuous training. And one of the ways we train is by doing these live trades. I do 3 live trades a week, the one you're at right now, and then also Tuesday and Thursday morning at 6:30 in the morning. And then every day at 4:15 Monday through Thursday, I send out a overnight trade setup, and I include a little 3 or 4 minute video that shows you how I came up with that. Once you become a regular member, we do a live trade like this every morning at 10 a.m. and every evening at 10 p.m. And Wednesday evening at 9 Eastern, we do a training session. And Saturday morning at 10 a.m. we do a training session where we're constantly reviewing the basics, or constantly reviewing the various trade strategies, taking questions, and helping you get better. And we're so confident in how well our indicators perform and our ability to teach you to use them that once we've trained you, we'll let you trade with our money and split the profit. So we're taking the risk because we know how well it works, and we want to help you change your life financially. And trading can do that. It's done it for me. It can do it for you. I work off of a checklist. That checklist helps me stay focused and see that I don't miss anything. First thing is to restart your green charts at the start of every day. Clears out the memory and picks up any updates that were done. At the end of every day, this is an essential habit in trading and in life. It's just to do a review of the day for what improvements could have been made. And specifically, the trades that didn't go the way you wanted. And one of the nice things about our indicators is it has a simulator on it. And the simulator, in addition to allowing you to back test and be able to recognize and confirm a strategy, is that it allows you to go back exactly at the time you were taking the trade and see what the chart was telling you to pick up why it didn't go the way you wanted. And our indicators are very good. They're very predictive, and being able to help us pick the direction. Now, we are technical traders. We are trading based on the price action. People who trade on news are considered fundamental traders. Even though we are not fundamental traders, we want to know what the news is so that we can trade around it. And one of the best places I've found to find that news is forexfactory.com. Forexfactory.com breaks news down into three categories. Yellow, which is low impact, orange, which is medium impact. I generally don't worry about either of these, and red, which is high impact. It's these red ones we want to trade around. And the Japanese here, they don't give us a specific time. So we don't know when they're going to specifically announce that. It's morning time, and it's approaching morning time in Japan. So, well, actually, let's take that back. It's already happened. Should have already happened. They're into. They should be into Tuesday now. They should be entering Tuesday. So these things have already should have already happened, but there is no news here. So, or is there news? Let's see. Yeah, they haven't announced it yet, so we don't know. On the things that are open like this, I generally tend to ignore them. Press conference coming up. So they haven't announced this yet. Maybe tonight, I guess, because of the time difference. We'll be careful, I guess, if we think about taking a trade on the yen. I generally like to stay out of these things 2 hours beforehand, but we don't have a specific time to trade around. And the next item is tomorrow at 4:45 on the New Zealand dollar. And for those of you who've been paying attention, I'm still in New Zealand. We'll most likely be here till the end of the week. We are, what is it? It's an 18-hour time difference. So I am into Tuesday morning at, what time is it? Tuesday morning at 9:40. So, all right. So with that, we've got clear sailing, except we've got to maybe pay attention to the yen. We've got a dozen different signals. And when we trade you, we design a trade plan specifically to you based on your availability to trade and your risk preferences. The one that suits me is something called the 10-point trade signal. I like to do it off of a 1 hour chart. On a 1 hour chart, a trade's going to be usually worth anywhere from 5 to 35 pips. And my sweet spot's 11 pips. I want to try to carve out 11 pips 3 times a day. And if I can do that, I've had a very successful day. And usually on a 1 hour chart, you can carve that out within 1 to 3 hours. And the basic or the premise of this trade is we want to get all the lines from all 3 different sections of the chart to be pointing the same way. So with that, let's jump in and see what we've got today. The chart I am going to be trading off of is something called the light six major. It is what I call a composite chart, which it has six different currency pairs, all U.S. based. And so it allows me to go through and kind of quickly scan and see if I see something that I like. So for the 10-point trade, we're going to start in the middle section of the chart, which is the majors and minors. This red and green line is the major indicator. Black and gray line is the minor indicator. Horizontal red line is the oversold line. So I am looking for situations where these lines, the majors and minor lines, are either below the red line pointing up or above the blue line, which is the overbought line, pointing down. So right now we are oversold, and all the lines are pointing up. And the third thing I'm looking for, so there's three things I'm looking for. One, we're oversold. Two, everybody's pointing up. And three, I've got what I call a double cross, where the green line is crossed over the red line and the gray line is crossed over the black line. So I got the gray line crossed over. I do not really have the green line crossed over the red line yet. It's touching, but it hasn't crossed over. There's other pluses that I look for, one of which is the slope of the green line. In here, it looks like the green line is sloped a little bit less than 45 degrees. I prefer to have the green line sloped plus 45 degrees. So since I don't really have that, since I don't have the double cross and I don't like the slope of the line, I'm going to pass. Euro USD. Oversold, majors are still going down, minors have started to turn. So I don't have agreement. Pound USD. Oversold. Majors are still going down. They're not going down that steep. They're almost going sideways. Minors have turned and are going up. So again, no agreement. I want all the lines to agree. The strategy is to try to get the direction of the move. And if I can get the direction of the move, I can make a few make some pips off of it. U.S. Canadian dollar overbought. Majors are still going up. Minors have started to turn, so nothing there. We don't have agreement. Dollar Swiss franc. Both major and minor indicators are in the channel. Majors are going sideways. Minors are going down, so no agreement. U.S. dollar yen overbought. Majors are sideways. Everybody's sideways here, so nothing there. So I've cloned this chart, and I made a new chart with non-USD pairs. So euro pound, overbought. Everybody's coming down, and I've got the double cross. So those are the three things I'm looking for. Also, the green line is a little steeper than 45 degrees, which I like. So that's a plus. So I've got 3 points here. When I have 3 points here, I am going to jump up to the TNTs and count how many lines. There are 4 lines up here, and each line is measuring something at a different speed. And the thin orange is the fastest. So I want to count how many lines are supporting what I see. So thick orange is coming down. That's telling me sell. The blue lines are inversely related. So when blue is going up, that means sell. So the 2 blue lines are telling me sell. So 3 of the 4 lines here are telling me sell. I want at least 3 of the 4 lines. 3, if not all of the lines telling me sell. So I got 3 of the 4 lines telling me sell. So then I'm going to jump down to the pressure, and I want the lines either going down or I want the red line on top. And right now what I have is what looks to be sideways pressure. Green line is horizontal, red line is going up. It's very, 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 very weak sideways pressure. What makes it weak is the slope of the lines and the distance between the lines. So this is very soft. So I do not have this element of it. I've got 3 points here, 3 points here up in the TNTs, but no point here. So I'm going to pass. Now, the other reason I would pass on this is at 3:30, it's 8:30 in England, and between 9:30 and 10:30 in Europe, depending on where you're at. I want to take a trade using this signal because it's on a 1-hour chart. I want one of these markets to be active. Neither of them are active, so I'm going to pass. Australian dollar pound. Oversold, minors have turned, majors are sideways, so I don't have agreement. Euro Canadian dollar. Overbought, and minors are going up, majors are going sideways. Here's a situation. It's not part of my trade plan. Can you take a buy when you're overbought? Yes, you can. And here you could have got 30 pips over the course of 1, 2, 3, 4 hours since it went overbought here. I am not keen on when we've been overbought a long time, when the majors have been overbought and the green line is very far from entering the channel. We're seeing a similar thing here. Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar, overbought, everybody sideways. Pound yen, just reaching oversold. Majors are coming down. Minors have started to turn. And Euro Australian dollar, we are overbought. Everybody's going down. And I've got the double cross. Red is crossed over and black's crossed over. So I've got 3 points here, but I don't like it. One, because the slope of the green line is less than 45 degrees. And I don't like how far the green line is away from entering the channel. I don't want, this could just keep going sideways like it was here for a while. So I'm not crazy about that. So I am going to pass. But we do have all 4 here. 1, 2, the 2 orange lines coming down, the 2 blue lines going up. We've got up pressure. Weak up pressure. Again, what makes it weak is the slope of the line. And we've got the gap in the line. So nothing here. So let's go on to the next group. I've cloned it again. Euro or Canadian dollar, yen oversold. Majors are going down. Minors have started to turn. So nothing. Euro New Zealand overbought, sideways. Pound New Zealand dollar overbought. Minors are going up, majors are sideways, so nothing. A New Zealand dollar, yen oversold. Nothing. Sideways, minors going up, majors kind of going down. Dollar, New Zealand dollar, USD, majors still going down, minors sideways. Euro, Swiss franc, oversold, major still going down, sideways. So nothing. So we've gone to 18 pairs, and we really don't have much here, which sometimes happens. As you saw my trade results today, just couldn't seem to get on a winning trade. I did take 3 trades, and I wasn't quite patient because when they got profitable, I pulled my stop loss up, and then when it pulled back, it just closed us out. Australian dollar, Canadian dollar. We're in the middle of the channel. Everybody's going up. I do have the double cross. I don't like to take trades when the green line is more than halfway. When the green line's more than halfway. Sometimes I will on the Euro USD, but that's a little bit more advanced. Right now, we're trying to keep it simple as to what's a good setup. So I wouldn't trade this on a pair that I don't actively trade. And actually, you know what? Let's see if we can. I like to have like more candles up here. Overbought, sideways, so nothing. Overbought, entering the channel. I usually like to be looking at 5 candles. We are less than halfway. So we've got 3 points here. We were overbought. Everybody's going down. And I've got the double cross, reds on top, blacks on top. One thing I don't like is we have a kink in the line, and I'm going from more steep to less steep. Like over here, a little further up on the line, I'm going from less steep to more steep. So I kind of like this. I'm not crazy about this. So 3 points here. 2 orange lines going down telling me sell. 2 blue lines going up telling me sell. So all 4 are telling me sell. But I've got sideways pressure. I want either both lines going down or I want the red line on top. The red line's about to go on top maybe next hour, but it's not there yet. And I don't like to guess. I will not guess as to what's going to happen. I want to wait for it to happen. I'm okay with losing a couple pips on the front end. As you see on this strategy, I'm not worried about the entry. I'm worried about the direction of the move. On some trades, we're worried about the entry. This isn't one of them. A pound Australian dollar, overbought. Minors going up, majors kind of sideways, so we don't have agreement. Got that on a lot of these here. New Zealand dollar, Swiss franc, oversold. Everybody's sideways. Canadian dollar, Swiss franc, oversold. Everybody's sideways. So nothing. So we've just gone through 24 pairs and didn't see anything. One of the nice things about having multiple strategies is that it allows me, I don't have to just rely on one trade to be able to make some money. So here is another strategy, something called the thick orange line. Again, I do it on a 1-hour chart. You can do it on a 30-minute chart. I want at least one of the pairs to be active trading. And we're going to take the trade when there's 5 minutes left in the hour. And what I am looking for is what the position of the thick orange line is, what the position of this number is. And the thick orange line is a scaled number. And when it is as low as it can go, it is at 0. When it's at 0, since it's scaled, that means it doesn't think there's any more down in the movement. If there's no more down in the movement, that's the time to buy. Likewise, when the thick orange line is as high as it can go, this number is at 10. So I'm looking for situations where with 5 minutes left in the hour, that this number is either at 0 or at 10. And it can be within one point of either end. So 1.6 is too far away. 6.5 isn't close enough. I'm looking for 0 or 10. 1.9, not close enough. 0.48, that's within 1 of 0. So he's down kind of as far as he can go. Now, I don't want to just trade on one piece of information. What I want is to, I want to confirm it. And how I'm going to confirm it is by looking at the position of the red line on the major indicator. And I want this red line to be on the south side of the horizontal red line, the oversold line. Basically, I want the red line to be where this green line is. So when I have condition 1 and condition 2, that's a good trade. Because this is telling me, the majors are telling me there's more down in the move. So if there's more down in the move, taking a buy makes no sense. So I'm going to pass. 3 isn't close enough. 5 isn't close enough. So so let's go to the next group. 1.7, not close enough. I'm looking for 0 or 10. 7, not close enough. 4, not close enough. 5, not close enough. 0.3, yes. Orange line is within 1 of 0. But look where my red line is. He's overbought. Overbought means he's going down eventually. This being at 0, the orange line thinks it's going to be going up soon. So we don't have agreement, so we're going to pass. 1.7, no. Let's go to the next group. 3.1, no. 0.5, yes. But look where my red line is. He's almost to the red line, but he's not there yet. I want him to be on the south side of the red line, the horizontal, the red line for the major indicator to be on the south side of the red line for the oversold. So not there yet. 7 isn't close enough. 2 isn't close enough. 2 isn't close enough. 3 isn't close enough. .6, yes, but we're overbought here. I want the red line to be oversold, so no. 5, no. 8, no. 3, no. 1.4, no. 8.3, no. So nothing. So we've gone through 24 pairs with 2 different signals, nothing. It's a few minutes early, but let's go ahead and take a look at the overnight trade. Now, the overnight trade, I'm using a different strategy. And this is really a simple strategy, but it is very, very accurate, I've found. And if you've been following my trades, you will have seen that it's very accurate. So, so I'm looking at the day chart on the Euro USD, and I look at what the green line is doing on the major indicator. Now I want to take this trade. I want to take this trade when there's 1 hour left. So we're 23 hours into the trade. Now, by the time we figure it out, we'll be into that last hour. But so I'm looking at what the green line is doing. And the green line is telling me it's oversold, and it's telling me buy. Steepness isn't that great, but all I care about right now is just the direction. Direction of the green line is telling me buy. Now, I want to, again, we don't trade on one piece of news. I want to confirm it. And the way I confirm it is by looking at what's going on with the 12-hour and the 8-hour. 12-hour is almost over, is overbought, and the green line is going down. So green line here is telling me sell. Here it's telling me buy. So I don't have agreement. I want to have agreement across the board here with the 1-day chart, the 12-hour chart, and the 8-hour chart. And on the 8-hour chart, it is also coming down. So we don't have a clear signal here on the Euro USD, so we're going to pass. We'll take a look at it once we get that next 12 seconds. But let's go ahead and take a look at what the pound's doing. Pound yen. Pound yen overbought. Green line is going sideways. I don't trade on a sideways line. In baseball, tie goes to the runner, but here I'm not going to trade on a sideways line. Interesting. We've also got this is either sideways or down. And on the 8-hour, it's in the middle of the channel and going up. So again, we don't have agreement. I want all three green lines to be going in the same direction. And on the pound yen, if I get all three going in the same direction, that trade is worth 22 pips. On the Euro USD, we'll double check it now that we're in the last hour. We got 58 minutes left in the hour. And it's still the same. Green line's going up on the day, going down on the 12, and going down on the 8. So we got shut out tonight. We weren't able to find a trade on the using the 10-point signal. We weren't able to find a trade using the thick orange line signal, and we weren't able to find a trade tonight using the overnight signal. Now, that is good, because one of the skill sets you need to develop is the discipline to wait for your setup and trade off of it. Good hitter in baseball knows to wait for his pitch, and you need to be able to do the same thing. So today there was nothing good to hit, and it's much easier not to take a trade and not lose money than to take a bad trade and then have to work out of the hole to get back to break even. So today, basically, I broke even. I took 3 trades. They closed at basically break even, and I lost $100 when you add in the commissions and whatnot. So our goal is to not lose money, to minimize our losses, and just take a couple good strategic trades that are going to make us some money. And if we can do that and we string a bunch of days together, we'll have a terrific income. Now, if you want to learn to trade, these indicators are the best I've seen. I have not seen a bot that works. I have not seen a cheap program that works. When you work with us, you're going to get trained by somebody who actually trades for a living. You're going to have company money, and with the company money, that gives oversight and gives accountability. So you get somebody checking on what you're doing, and if you start to go off course, we're going to notice, and we're going to step in and try to fix you or fix what's going wrong before you lose all the money. And that's going to be the difference between being able to be very successful at this and having to lose a lot of money before you start making money. Join me tomorrow morning at 6:30 Eastern time, which is like midnight, 12:30 here. But I'll be there. We'll take a trade, and then hopefully tomorrow morning we'll see some good opportunities. Okay, gang, thanks for joining me. It is an honor and a privilege. If you want to get a hold of me, the best place to do that is just make an appointment because you can see my phone rings a lot. Oops, that's not the right thing I wanted to show you. This is, where is it? This is the right thing I want to show you. Just go to forexsmarttrade.com, schedule, and you can set an appointment with me. That's the best way to have some dedicated time with me. Okay, gang, thanks so much, and look forward to connecting. Bye-bye.